everybody? Welcome to another exciting edition of OMNIBROS live on a Monday night. It's your boy Gio here, the Turkey Inhuman, coming at you on a Monday night. Pretty tired, but like I always say, I get excited when we go live because it fuels me with energy to see everybody in the chat chatting away and having fun, and makes me want to give it my all for one of these streams. So welcome everybody. Today is Monday, so we are going to be talking about hauls, reads, previews for this week's releases, all that fun stuff. Thank you everybody for joining. Hope you enjoy the show. Click the like button or hit it or punch it. I don't know what you're going to do, but make sure it's clicked, and that helps out with the good old algorithm on the YouTube side of things for us. So thank you so much. Aria is already the first one here. Hello, my friends. We meet again. I am going to be joined by other folks, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't double check. If not, it's a solo Geo show for the first 30 minutes. We'll see what happens. Kenny, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for joining. Hello. Tasty Melon. Sup, girls? What's up? And still, Larry, still alive. What happened? Shot tomorrow's top 10 today. Gravelly voice, and all. I hope you're doing all right. James, in the Halloween spirit. I mean, we still got a year to go for that, but that's cool. Solid reprints this week. I agree. It's pretty interesting. I didn't want to highlight the reprints. I don't tend to do that on the thumbnails because I want to put like new books in the image, but there's some solid reprints this week. Fred, good evening. Been reading the very beginning of the Many Deaths of Layla Starr today. Fun ride so far. It's a great book. Larry, that was risky. What if people love the gravel voice and are turned off when it goes back to normal? Good evening, William. Thank you for joining, buddy. Sasmer, happy Monday. Let's get this started. Lionheart, I hope you're doing all right. Jimmy, Monday Fun Day. Thank you so much for joining, Jimmy. Brave and the Boys. Everybody go sub to Brave and the Boys, please. Do me the solid favor. Subscribe to the channel, please. Hope you are all doing well. Likewise. Finally gave in and popped for YouTube Premium. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I want to have a conversation about that. You know what I think? I think YouTube Premium should be more like, I think they should be more like Twitch, where you sub and you support the creator for like, I don't know, I think it's like $5 a month or something like that, and you get added benefits. I think they should do that and not just focus on the overall premium platform, if you catch my drift. I think that'd be cool. Can Inhuman do a solo show? We shall see. It may be a shorter episode. Who knows? But I got no problem doing a solo show. Come on, I got you guys with me. You guys will back me up, right? Like that video. Hell yeah, let's go. If you ever need to call up a junior to the varsity leagues, I'd love to be a guest host someday. Absolutely. Yeah, don't worry about it. I can't do it now because it would just be 10 minutes of dead air trying to figure out how I'm going to message you, but don't worry about it. One day it'll happen sooner than you think. Currently reading Lazarus. By the way, chat, what is everybody reading? Let me know. YP, the winner of the latest gift card. That should be arriving shortly, I think. I haven't checked. I'm not the one that deals with that stuff, so I don't know. I might be inventing some new rules here. I don't know. Sorry, YP. But I'm glad you're here. Did Gio just do a cold open, or did he think he'd been live for minutes? I've been sitting here for the past 10 minutes anticipating hitting the live button, and went live just a couple seconds before so that the countdown timer matched with the real timer, the real clock, you know? I didn't think it worked out as intended, but I tried. Also, I forgot that what do you call it? Daylight savings time happened. So for me, it's 9 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. I don't know what my time zone's called. I really have no idea. but it's interesting. So that means I'm going to get, if all the Omnibros are here, I'm probably the one that will get tired quickest because closer to midnight, right? So there you go. Lionheart, thank you. Doing all right. Had YouTube Premium for a long time. Can't live without it. Yeah, you can do that with YouTube using channel memberships. You know, I toyed with the idea of setting that up, but then again, I don't really have a lot of people on my channel. So yeah, but good point. I forgot about that. Good evening, Marvel Bam. Thank you for joining. Hope all is well. And I'm very close into getting YouTube Premium, even if I said I was never going to. What are the benefits for? Oh my God, it's everybody in the chat using YouTube Premium. Using Premium for a few years, mid-roll ads on apps and mobile were too insane. They got rid of a feature where you'd get a free super chat once a month. Wow. Okay. Reading Harrow County and Squirrel Girl. Nice. Just started Corbin's Den, Volume 1 hardcover, the new Dark Horse one. Nice. Reading Captain Marvel by Peter David. Are there any good quality D&D comics? Asking for a friend. D&D versus Rick and Morty was pretty great. That's out of my field of expertise. I'm so sorry, Jimmy. But Larry came through clutch. Thank you so much. Wouldn't mind being a guest host. That would be awesome. I would love to have, we would love to have fun co-hosts, especially all the mods and stuff, you know? So I'll bring it up with the OMNIBROS ensemble, if you will. Bought a few Omnis today. Hush, Wolverine for Y the Last Man, Zombie Returns? iZombie? Marvel Zombies Returns? I don't know what zombie that is. I have Premium on my personal and this account. Oh my God, what am I missing out on? Please inform me. Let me know. I thought nobody subbed. Marvel Zombies Returns. There you go. Nice. Rereading Uncanny X-Force. That's pretty dope. So yeah, YouTube Premium. I keep seeing ads for it, but I don't know if I actually want to commit or not. Got the college price. That sweet discount. Nice. I was never able to take advantage of that stuff when I was in college, unfortunately. No ads, music streaming service, and offline listening. Ooh, music streaming service. Okay, cool. I have YouTube Premium too. Can't stand pubs popping out of the blue. Okay. But well, never mind. I mean, if you have YouTube Premium, are you still supporting the, like when you watch the videos, you're no longer getting ads? Does it still count? Well, I guess it does count because you're watching the video. Never mind. I can't think straight right now. Gio, I mean, I could openly talk trash about Omar losing in Street Fighter. He lost in Street Fighter? Let's frickin' go. That's awesome. I mean, wow. Okay. The YouTube share, yes, YouTube shares premium revenue with creator. Okay, cool. Now I'm interested. What the hell? YouTube Premium. How much is this? $14 a month. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay. Conventional perks such as ad-free, offline, blah, 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 blah. I don't know about that. I mean, I grew up listening to AM, FM radio with commercials and old school television and CRT television. So I don't mind skipping the ads. That's just me. How much do you pay for Spotify? Nothing. For some, I don't know if you guys, and this, we're derailing the conversation. I love it. I have a Spotify account, and if I, to this day, if I use it via like the PlayStation, for example, I get no ads. Or if I use it on the browser, I get no ads. But if I use it on the phone or I download the Spotify app, I do get a ton of ads, which I hate. YouTube Music is the same thing, and you get no ads on YouTube. Okay. been running ad-free on desktop with AdGuard, but recently YouTube managed to detect it. And yeah, I saw the little warning and like, all right, I'll play fair. I don't mind. I don't go to a lot of websites anyways. So I clicked to take it off or whatever, and I don't think it works. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. He didn't play me yet, but it is inevitable. Oh, I believe you 100%. We're not too crazy by predicting a huge fat L for my brother Omar. A view from a user with YTP gives higher CPM revenue than a standard one? Dude, okay. Gosh, all right. I guess I should plug my channel then for all you YTP members out there. If you want to watch my channel talking about manga, that's Manga Geekdom. You can watch it on mute. You don't have to listen to me. I just put out a video talking about all the stuff I read, and the stack of books is right there, which is pretty awkward for me to stand up midstream and go get these books and just leave everybody alone for like 30 seconds. Comics Guide is joining me in a couple seconds. He's already in the green room right there. I'm going to add him in a couple seconds here. James, thank you so much for the link. Yeah, put out a reading blog of all cool manga that I've been reading. Without further ado, I'm joined by my first co-host of the night, Comics Guide. How you doing, buddy?
Howdy. Happy Monday. Yeah, it's Monday.
Happy Monday. Welcome. We are live, by the way.
Yeah. I got that.
Thank you for joining. How have you been? Anything new happening that you want to share to the world?
Nothing too much, man. Just been same old. Reading comics, watching movies.
I saw that you posted on our chat a couple movie deals. That's pretty interesting. Already with the Black Friday stuff. That's insane. They want me to spend money so early. It's only what, November 6th. Jesus.
November 6th, and already I think Black Friday at this point has just been extended to pretty much almost the whole month.
Black month for November.
Pretty much, man. I mean, I was surprised when I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, I can get this and this and this. And I've already checked off huge parts of my Black Friday wish list this morning.
Nice. Welcome what up, dude? Second co-host of the night. Gabe loves 90s comics.
What up, everybody? What up? Woohoo. Gio, how you doing?
Doing all right. Tired, but I seeing you guys fuels me with energy, so I can keep going for the hour. So I'm excited.
That sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, I've been awake since like 5 a.m. I kept looking at the clock since now I'm an hour ahead. I'm like, the show better start soon because I'm going to fall asleep. So yeah, I kept pumping myself up for the past 10 minutes before going live.
Oh, yeah. You didn't change. Your time didn't change. So it's 9:18 for you, huh?
Yeah, mine doesn't change. I just sync up when the clock changes. I don't know. So I sync up with the Eastern EST timeline or whatever. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. I'm so ready to be done. I'm so ready to be done with this shit with daylight savings.
Daylight saving times has never made sense to me. It's almost fictitious, like Easter or
it should not be absurd. It's stupid that in 2023 we're still doing this. It's silly. 718 here, CST. Yeah. You know what, Josh? I still have the damn candy corns on the pantry. So I ate some earlier today, just as a little snack.
Hey Lou, how you doing?
Man, I'm chilling. I've been like I told Gio, I've been reading comics, watching horror movies, and just enjoying everything in between work. So
how's the baby, dude? She's getting huge.
1 year old in 2 weeks, man.
Wow.
Jesus. Nice.
Tell me that wasn't a blink of an eye already, brother.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, you. Yeah, no, and you 100%. I think when I first had her, I think it was you, Gabe, that said, enjoy these moments because you really will just want her to go back to like this little thing when you first had her.
Yeah. I mean, my kids are like, God, they're way big. They were little when we started the show, but I'm like, I just want to, can I just squeeze you down just a little bit, you know, like. But the one thing about it is, we're lucky to live in this generation where we all have cameras in our pockets that basically take unlimited photos and videos.
That's true. That's very
so
true.
Like, do that, do that.
Oh my
Try to
God.
take as many mental pictures as you can, or something, because it just goes away.
Yeah. She's at 1 year old. She's getting to the point where she's starting to become very self-aware of things. So Saturday we sat down. Because I usually wake up earlier than my wife, and so does my daughter. And we just sat down and we sat on the couch and we were watching cartoons. And she's paying attention to what the cartoons are. She might not understand it.
Right.
She finds it funny, and she starts cracking up and laughing at certain parts.
Good. She's developing. That's when they get a little bit older, it might make a little bit more sense. But the best part about having kids is watching them grow up. But that's also the worst part about it.
I know.
Little segue here. You know what's the best part of tonight?
Ooh.
The amazing deals that you can find at our sponsor's website, InStockTrades.com. You're home for all things collected editions. You get your Omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and more, with great deals that range from 42 to 50, 60% off at times. It's crazy over there. Got to check out InStockTrades.com. If you make an order of $50 or more in the U.S., you get free shipping. Loyalty discount adds an extra 2% to that. We call that the loyalty discount. We love it. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of OMNIBROS Live. Thank you. The Omnibus Collectors Network. Was it last week that we gave last Monday, we did the gift card giveaway, valued at $50. And if you are interested in participating for that, you got to wait until the 27th of November, where we will give one away, open to anybody out there in the world. You just got to show up, participate in the chat. We'll pick out a winner by the end. So that is all courtesy, and a big thanks to InStockTrades.com.
Shout out to YP, who was last month's winner.
Yep.
So
there's some cool new releases tomorrow. That's going to change, of course. We're getting a bunch of new books at noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish, because I'm looking at this here now, and we had the top sellers.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that's because I know the way ISC seems to work, I think, is like when a book is no longer in stock, like it doesn't become a part of the algorithm or whatever for these top sellers. So I really wish there's a way we could just get like actual numbers from them of what's the highest selling books for the month or something like that. We don't need like exact numbers. That's none of our business, but just like top 20 list or something.
Yeah, like the titles, not necessarily the numbers. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, let's ask around. I guess
that'd be a fun show. We could do like once a month. Hey, here's the top sellers from last month.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Don't nobody copy my idea out there. They sponsor us.
Deals of the week, by the way. I was impressed last week at how quick the Hellboy book sold out.
Yeah,
that was gone ASAP.
You see that should be up here like in the top sellers, you would think, right? But it's sold out, so it's not on there anymore. But dude, 50% off on that Super Sons Super Duper Omnibus. That's awesome.
Get it now before it drops to the regular price. I
am half tempted to get that. I have the first print, so it doesn't have all the extra miniseries.
Yeah. I mean, do you have a way to sell that book quick? The old one?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, then go for it.
I know. I go. Yeah, that's Gio. You're using my logic against me.
I can FOMO everybody pretty quick. I mean,
no, it's not the FOMO. It's just that's my logic. Is hey, sell it and then buy it and upgrade. That's always been my logic. Batman, my gas lamp, 42% off on that. So there's.
Yeah. Speaking of, there is that Blade of the Immortal hanging strong. The last deluxe hardcover. Pretty cool. Got Moonshine, Dead Boy Detectives Omnibus, lots of cool stuff. And we got some cool releases tomorrow as well.
Yep. And then everybody always wants to check out that red tag sale too.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple of orders. I need to check right now actually, so I'm gonna stop sharing. And most of it's like 60 to like 80% off items.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I do have a couple questions here.
And that's actually going to play into the show later. Foreshadowing.
Absolutely. I have a question here. True graphic novel fan. Hey, G, I picked up a copy of Hellsing Deluxe Edition Volume 1 last Friday. Can't wait to read it. You're going to have a blast reading that. It's so much fun with fantastic action and great art.
If it's anything like the anime, not the old one, the more updated one. It's just
yeah.
It's just dumb, over the top, super fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. On my channel, I made a PSA for a lot of people that are interested in getting Hellsing. You might be tempted because of the deluxe hardcovers, but don't think you're getting like a magnum opus. This is like B-movie horror action fun. Like it's zombies and vampires and like Nazi ghouls and occult stuff. So if you're into that, you're gonna have a blast with.
And if I remember the anime right, giant jiggling boobs.
There's a lot of that too.
With machine guns.
Oh, with Saris Victoria. Yeah,
sure.
That's her name. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Gio said, don't go in expecting anything highbrow or anything like that. Know what you're getting into. It's super fun. It's just a B movie in the best way possible. And honestly, Alucard, who's the main vampire character, I guess, he can't really be hurt, right? I don't think they ever established he has a set weakness, right?
I don't remember. Yeah. There is some things that happen towards the end, but for the most part, he's pretty overpowered all the time. And because I say all of that because I remember when the whole Berserk thing happened and like, oh, Hellsing's getting deluxe hardcovers. I got to buy that too. Wait a minute. This isn't like Berserk. This isn't as like sophisticated or whatever. I'm like, the mangaka started out his career drawing porn. So what can you expect from Kota Hirano? So
speaking of something you don't suspect, we got a voicemail through SpeakPipe.
Oh my God. Finally?
Yeah.
Is that our first one? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Have we screened this?
I've listened to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. Yeah. I mean, hey, somebody could just call and just make fart noises and I'd play it on here anyways. So.
I love our fans, but I don't trust our fans all the time.
Oh, dude, the idea that almost anything can come through that voicemail system is amazing. Like, we don't talk about it much. This is the first time we got, and there's a link down below for SpeakPipe, and you can just leave us a voicemail, leave us a question,
That's cool.
leave us a comment, whatever. Like I said, do you want to just make armpit fart noises or flush the toilet? Whatever, I'll play it.
You want to sing a song that won't get us demonetized? Go for it.
All right, what do we got? I'm genuinely excited for this. Let's go.
Let's do it.
No pressure to the caller. Remember to hit the share audio thing.
Yeah, that's what I was double checking right now, actually. Yeah. Get out of my head, Gio.
Sorry.
It's not a safe place. Okay. So this is from Gabriel Ringenberg, who I don't know if he's in the chat today, but he was mentioning it on Wednesday that he left a voicemail.
That's awesome.
So let's see.
Hey, y'all. This is Gabriel. Wanted to say thank you all for the great content. Keep up the good work, guys. Jess probably knows me better than the rest of you. I'm just your friendly neighborhood autistic comic book nerd. So, yeah, keep up the great content, guys. I love y'all. And take care. Have a good night.
Amen to that. Likewise, Gabriel. Thank you
There
so
it
much.
is.
Thank you
All right.
so much, man. We appreciate it. Honestly, it's always great to hear from fans and things like that of the show, and you know, it really helps us out. It gives us a good amount of positivity for why we do what we do. Thank you, brother.
Oh yeah, that was real cool of him. So appreciate that. And again, if you guys, there's a link down below if you want to be on the show like that.
You can
Do
ask anything. Exactly. It's even cooler than typing in the chat because sometimes we might miss it because there's so many of you typing. So getting the voicemail stuff is like you're part of the show, calling in live. That's awesome.
Just leave your manifesto about what you would do to the MCU on there if you want, and I will play it.
Next to Maginaut, go ahead, man. Just go nuts on there.
We got a message from Rodimus. Jess is not here, unfortunately. He's a little bit under the weather. He'll be back Wednesday, I think. But kids grow up so fast. My kids are about to be 5 and 4. They drive you crazy, but are the reason to keep working harder every day.
It's true. It's very true. So we've been doing this for 7 years. Gabe, how old are your kids now?
7 and 9.
No.
Wait.
Damn.
Yes. Yeah. 7 and 9.
So when we first started, you just had your second one. Your
Right.
second kid. Oh, wow. Jesus.
This is a fun idea, by the way. When the year's over, have IST give you the top 10 of the year.
I like that.
We can work for that. We
Yeah.
can make that happen, I think. My combo with my wife about why I needed to get the Super Duper edition when I already owned the extended edition. To be fair, Super Duper edition sounds a lot cooler than just extended edition. Just saying.
Look, if you want to save a couple bucks, man, honestly, the best thing you could do is probably sell off that old edition. Somebody will probably buy it if you put it up there for cheap on eBay or something like that.
I mean,
I
you only
have to
need
say-
to make $62. So I mean,
Yeah.
sell
You're gonna
that thing for
offset.
50, and you're like all the way there almost.
Yeah, you're gonna offset some of the expense.
I bought like all Image Deluxes off the Red Tag sale. Nice.
Nice.
I like all kinds of horror Geo, even the cheesy fun stuff. That's good. Helsing Deluxe editions are nice, and another plus is the series doesn't have a million volumes. Yeah, just 10 books. If you guys are interested and you don't have the space or the room for the deluxe editions, they are just coming out this week with the first small reprinted edition, like the original tankobons. But this is the revised edition, or the same translation featured on the deluxe editions, just smaller. So if you can't get the big books, you can get the 10 small ones. The first one drops this week. Gio, what do you recommend reading first, Monster or 20th Century Boys? Monster, because it's a little bit shorter. That's just me. But either way, it's good. Good stuff.
You're not gonna lose. Pluto.
Exactly.
If you haven't read Pluto.
Speaking of Pluto,
I know.
Lou,
Fucking Netflix.
tell the people.
Dude.
I mean, they have shared stuff on socials, but not as intense as other shows.
I haven't seen shit for this. I didn't know the show was I didn't know the anime was done and ready to go until about 4 days before it came out. I have now seen 3 episodes of it, and it's wonderful. It's about as good of an adaptation as you can get from the source material. It's literally the source material. I know some purists online were saying, "Oh, but they didn't have this or this or this." They're gonna cut stuff out, guys. They have to. They're gonna cut stuff out. They're gonna add stuff. I thought it was wonderful. The 3 episodes that I've seen so far. They're each an hour long. They're wonderfully drawn, and it's a fucking shame that Netflix isn't promoting it. I think it's great.
You know, it's sad that this week we're getting the premiere of Akuma-kun, which is one of my most anticipated shows of the year, and that's going to get even worse promotion from Netflix, I'm pretty sure.
That's on Netflix this weekend?
Yeah, I think Thursday or Friday, one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to see anything about it. You're not going to see anything about that, and you're probably, well, I don't know. You probably won't see anything about The Killer, David Fincher's new movie on Netflix this weekend, too.
That's based on a comic, right?
The Killer?
I think
I
so.
think you're right. I think it might.
Like a graphic novel.
Yeah. I heard it's good so far. I can't wait to watch it this weekend.
Kelsey makes you question the human experience. It's Shakespeare on the page. Absolutely, yes, 100%.
Yeah. Pluto's beautiful, and it's an absolutely wonderful anime.
Absolutely.
Fucking sucks that. And Castlevania too. I don't know what's going on with the animated stuff. There was no advertisement for that new season of Castlevania.
I think they
What's
just
on the
have so much
series?
stuff.
Yeah.
They have so many properties and IPs and licenses that a lot of stuff just gets lost in the shuffle, I think. So yeah, this is the link, by the way. James, thank you so much. Speakpipe.com/OmniBros Live. You don't need to sign up. Just hit the record button with a microphone, and that'll send us the audio via email to our page or whatever. However that works. Magic. I just hope Echo is as cool as the trailer. Hopefully it's not false advertising. You know it's serious when it's dropping on Hulu at the same time for the first time. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're also this is like the first show or whatever that's going to have that Marvel Spotlight banner on it.
Yep,
Mhm.
TVMA. It's TVMA as well. Yeah, I've heard all kinds of things about that show. That the show isn't great. That Disney was really worried about putting it out and stuff. That trailer is badass. That trailer looks great.
Dude, if the show is not as good as that trailer, then whoever made that trailer should be making shows.
Yeah,
Because that thing was like, I was like, because I heard all the same stuff as you, like, oh, they're doing this and this is going on and they're pushing this back and all of this, all these changes. Like, it was really like it seemed to be like a really strong effort to like beat this show down for some reason. Oh, it's coming all out at once. That must mean it's terrible. They're dropping all the episodes at once. But that trailer was like, dude, I am sold. Like that was like the coolest thing that the MCU has put out since, this entire phase almost.
Yeah.
And it's just her as a little girl trying to get some ice cream, and the vendor is making fun of her or giving her a hard time, and Kingpin just wrecks the guy in the alleyway. Yeah, that's perfect. That is. That's the hard edge that we were looking for to see what we're going to get with this spin out of Netflix series, especially through Daredevil.
and Scott Pilgrim is next week too. I wouldn't know Scott Pilgrim is a thing unless I've been following Brian Lee O'Malley. I don't know. I don't. Maybe Netflix is just not.
Well,
not as
to
much.
be fair, that one has had hype announcements for a while. So
Has
I've
it?
seen it multiple times on my end.
Okay, cool. I'm not
But
as plugged into social media as I used to be.
this is a good example. Thank you, James, because I was going to mention it. We are getting a Yu Yu Hakusho live action series. Comes out next month, and there have been no trailers. Just a little snippet of like 2 seconds from a reel of like the Netflix geek events or whatever, and a couple still images. That's it. We know nothing about Yu Yu Hakusho. I have zero expectations for it. I'm probably not going to watch it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be another One Piece success.
Maybe they got the same marketing strategy as DC does with their movies. Because you don't see any of that stuff until like right towards the end these days.
Yeah.
Right before the movie comes out, they start promoting it.
Well, I do think that's because Warner Brothers doesn't have a lot of cash for advertising these days. I don't know.
Warner Brothers is such a mess.
Not my problem. I just want to see some trailers, or it's just awkward not to see any advertisements for these shows.
Oh man.
Let's see. So speaking of, anybody haul anything pretty cool that you want to show?
Yeah, I got some stuff. Let me see.
Yay!
Yeah. So the other day, I forgot I had asked for the day off of work. So I was getting ready, to log into work and everything, and it said I was off. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I had nothing to do that day all of a sudden. So I did my day stuff, went to the gym and everything. Then I went to a comic book store in town. And this is like one of my favorite comic book shops. It's alternate reality here in Las Vegas. And the one thing about Las Vegas comic book stores is each store there's a lot of stores in town, like about 20 maybe. That every store in town has like its own kind of personality and its own specialty. Like when I was working at Torpedo, our specialty was big, expensive key issue comics and CGCs and things like that. Other stores, it might be either they specialize more like in pops or like in tabletop gaming stuff or cards, newer issues. Or there's a store that's like the store people go to for variants. So every store kind of has its own kind of feel. This one has like all like, this is the spot to go to for like indie books. So I didn't really get much in terms of indie books, but what I like about the store is I've known the owner for years, and he prices everything awesomely. So when I was digging through stuff, I got a stack
Wow.
of Wizard magazines to add to the Wizard library here. I love this one here. This is a great cover. Joe Quesada, Daredevil, and Green Arrow. Man, I really want to read that Green Arrow series again. That Kevin Smith, that whole series from Kevin Smith on to like Judd Winnick and everything. So I just got some cool Wizard magazines for like less than 50 cents a pop, I think.
Are you trying to get a full set of Wizard?
I'm not trying to, but if I run across some Wizards for like cheap, I'm taking them if I don't have. Yeah. Because there's a time in Wizard, I think I might be getting pretty close to where I'm at, where it totally kind of shifts gears and it becomes all like media. Like it's all more about movies and TV shows than anything to do with comic books. Like it was the ratio was definitely split. So yeah, that's about the time I stopped reading it. So I got that. This store is awesome for sets too. Like you get like a whole run that he'll sell for like really great prices. And I found this set of this is Alan Moore's Supreme.
Nice.
So Alan Moore was working with Rob Liefeld and did Supreme, and this is I've never read it before, but I've only heard legendary tales about it, about how great it is. Rob Liefeld on his show has talked about working with Alan Moore and some really weird stuff that was going on with him at the time and stuff like that. So this run is supposed to be like some of his best work. So I'm pumped to get this. There's another series after this, apparently, of 6 issues called Supreme the Return that I got to find. But I got this whole set. These things are usually hard to find. This whole set's like $30. I got it for. Probably less because it usually gives me a nice hookup. And then I went to a little local library show festival, and I picked up some back issues. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to hit some highlights real quick. I don't know if anybody ever read this series, this crazy, crazy odd series, The Rise of Arsenal.
No, I never read that one.
So you don't know about? So it's Red Arrow, right? Arsenal, Red Arrow. This is like that guy's had a rough. He's a rough character. He's had a rough life. And in this series, he is off his rocker. Like he's smoking drugs in an alley. He's beating people up with a dead cat. Dude. There's a part in here where he's fighting his ex-girlfriend or wife or whatever, Cheshire, and he ties her up with like an extension cord, and they start making out, and things start to get a little spicier. And then the next panel or the next page, they're just laying on the couch together and talking about how he couldn't perform and get it up. And then he goes nuts and starts smoking drugs in the alley and beating people up with a dead cat.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. This series it's actually just the one issue. Issue number 3 is all that. This thing is nuts. Nuts. So I found out in like a $2 bin. I was like, dude, I'm grabbing all of these.
What's the creative team on that one?
Let me see. Actually, I'll just show you guys these panels I'm talking about, so you guys don't think I'm crazy. So, Rise of Arsenal number 3. So I can find the title page.
I think I just saw an advertisement for Iron Man 1, and I just had a flashback.
There's an advertisement for Arkham Asylum.
Wow. Asylum. Jeez.
Well, the cover says it's Cruel Burgess. Sharp, Areno. But so let's see.
Yeah.
So here he is. He's fighting Cheshire. They're having this beat up match. She's kicking his ass. They're fighting people. They're fighting each other like whatever's in the house. Tennis rackets, staplers. And he gets the orange extension cord, ties her up with it.
Oh wow.
All right. Yeah, so they ties her up with it. You see it's kind of getting a little hot and heavy down there. Next page. So I hold that part up to the camera.
You were told you were impotent. How can you not smoke crack?
It's okay, Roy. With everything swirling around in your head, it's no surprise you weren't able to perform. And he runs out in a huff and puts his arm back on because he's missing an arm at this point.
Happens to the best of us, buddy.
Happens to the best of us, man. A little too much whiskey will do that to you.
Do you know if that's collected in trade or?
I have no idea. So he runs into this guy, and this guy hooks him up with some drugs. He's like, "Oh, I got the easy fix this time around."
I need to read this right away.
Yeah.
This sounds amazing.
Let me see. Okay, and then here he is in the alley smoking it off of what looks like an iPad or an iPad Mini or his phone. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay. Look at his eyes. He's gone, dude.
Yeah, he's off to Narnia. Damn.
Yeah, he's gone.
His pride was
Next
hurt.
page. Oh, I'm not done yet. Next page. He's high and tripping or whatever, and he sees his daughter, who recently tragically died, I guess, from what I was able to like pull out of this. And then a bunch of Promethei, whatever, show up, and they get into a big old fight. He's still high out of his mind, by the way. And then he comes to, and there he is in the alleyway. Like, put it down, Gio.
Oh my God! There's the cat.
Oh no!
Dude. It has fly. It's a dead cat. Look how it has flies around it and everything. And like he just beat up a group of like junkies with this dead cat.
What the hell?
Arsenal's been going through a rough patch in his life.
Damn.
Yeah, his book is wild.
We call this the Robert Downey Jr. phase of his life. So,
Larry brings up a good point. Wait a minute. He has a bionic detachable arm, but they can't fix his problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't get a prescription for Viagra or text message hymns or whatever.
His pride is so hurt that he couldn't get it going, and he just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna hit the pipe."
Oh, dude, he was looking for any excuse to get back on it.
This was just the out. This was his excuse.
Yeah. And then I picked up this set of I've never seen this book before. Aliens Hive. But all the covers and the interiors, all the art for this book is done by Kelly Jones.
Oh wow.
So it all looks like this. Like interior wise too. I flipped through the first issue.
That's cool.
And again, it's just one of those things where you're like, what, dude, I haven't seen this, I haven't heard of this, I've seen this before. $2, I'm in. Right? So one of those types of things. Anything else?
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, let's see.
Also, too many cigarettes will do that, especially if you enjoy them same time as the whiskey.
Avengers 263, that's where they find Jean Grey in the cocoon. What else? And just a bunch of John Byrne. A lot of John Byrne Fantastic Fours.
I like this. How different today would have been if Gabe had worked them. Instead of picking that up.
Yeah, so that's my haul. That's just
that's a crazy badass haul.
$2 boxes.
I mean, hey man, if you're gonna take a day off, it sounds like you used your day off very wisely.
Oh, I don't even know why I asked for it in the first place. It might have just been because we have unlimited PTO at my job,
Oh, cool.
but it's a bear to like get on the list, right?
Mm.
So I just sometimes put in just random days and see if anything gets rejected or whatever, right? And I must have just forgot, but whatever. Best Alan Moore image series, Battle Rock versus Violator. I need to find that issue and double check. I had that in my collection a long time ago. But I just like the idea of him doing Supreme, which is just some like Rob Liefeld is basically his evil Superman, like archetype.
Yeah.
And then Alan Moore gets a hold of it, and apparently it just dude, like all the covers on that thing. Not all the covers, excuse me, that's an exaggeration. But some of the covers on here is like winner of 2 Overstreet Fan Awards for Best Writer and Best Revamp. And just all of them just talk about all these different awards it won. You know, Best Writer, Best Revamp. So I've heard nothing but great things about it. So I need to dive into this.
It's amazing to me that somebody as celebrated and respected as Alan Moore did comics that you would not expect somebody of Alan Moore's stature or writing level, whatever you want to call it, to do something like Spawn or, you know, what's that other one that we always reference, Gabe?
About what again?
You know, Spawn or Cross. It's always just blown my mind. Like, wow, Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman have done stuff like Spawn, Cross. You wouldn't expect it coming from guys like.
Dude, well, it was offered that check with Spawn.
Yeah, I would have taken that too.
And Gaiman, dude, like, I mean, he sued Todd McFarlane.
Angela.
And got a really, yeah, I mean, whatever, he won and got a bunch of money out of it and rights to Angela that he sold off and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Flip that shit so fucking quick to Marvel. It's crazy.
Marvel helped pay for his legal fees in that whole situation.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
He was doing work for. That's when he was doing 1602 or whatever that was. That was his gig to for legal fees.
Yeah, interesting. Did not know that.
Gabe, did you read Ultimate Universe #1 yet?
I have not.
Ah, you're killing me, man.
Sorry. I gotta read the whole series, the whole thing. Like I gotta read, the rest of Ultimate. What was it that series that started off? It's called.
Is it Ultimate Invasion? No, not Ultimate Invasion.
Yeah, Ultimate Invasion.
Yeah.
And then Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
I have. Ultimate Universe #1. Jonathan Hickman. And I forgot the artist's name right now. I'm just talking off the dome right now. It's great. I mean, I've been singing the praises of this series so far. And this is kind of the final issue before we jump into some of the deeper stuff in January when we get, I believe Spider-Man is the first one that comes up, then Black Panther, then X-Men. I believe that's how the order is going to go. I think this is much more of a suitable conclusion to the story that Hickman was telling in those first, I think it was 4 issues of Ultimate Invasion. This really is the kickoff where it's like, okay, we're off to the races now. I've set everything up. I've set up this new universe. I've given a reason why Peter Parker doesn't have his powers yet. I've established who the new team is of Ultimates. And this is literally, Hickman does the whole map thing where he's got like the whole map of the world and it's divided up and these are the different continents and this is what this is, this is what this is. And we're off to the races. Let's see where this fucking thing goes, man. It's very exciting times. I'm super excited for this. I continue to be super excited for it. And this feels like a bit of a faster burn than, say, something like his Avengers, which is good. I love the pacing of it so far.
That's awesome. I can't wait. It's just still confusing that they call it the Ultimate Universe, and it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not really the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, it's not even the Ultimate Universe. Confusing, whatever. But yeah, just this is always the cool stuff is when you get these alternate universes, like in this manner, where it's like here is somebody who's in charge of it. You know, because originally it was basically Bendis and Jemis that was like in charge of the Ultimate stuff, but now with this and it's Hickman, I'm in, dude. I'll follow Hickman almost anywhere he goes. I think.
I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think this is once you read the 5 issues that are out altogether. I want to say 5. I think you will really be in a state where you're just like, fuck yeah, let's see where this new universe goes and this new stories go and stuff like that. So much setup, so much world building. It really just he uses the amount of pages that he has to really do it right. He doesn't really waste any panels or any pages. He really wants to set this up really well. And I think he does a great job. And man, I'm excited to see what his I'm excited to see his Spider-Man story. Because I don't picture Hickman being a Spider-Man writer. We'll see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like the idea of him being married, but this is a separate universe. But again, let's see how it goes. If a middle-aged guy turning into Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's kind of the hook of it, right? Is that he's married now, he's got 2 kids, and he's never been Spider-Man before, but he's Spider-Man now, and he's like in his 40s or 30s or whatever it is,
It's MJ he's married to. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
They should have just went with Gwen. Should have went with Gwen.
Who knows? I mean, with
those
Marvel,
kids would have came out looking like Norman Osborn. Like, what's going on here?
I mean, with Marvel, you never know. They'll advertise it as like, yeah, he's married now, and then 2 panels and his wife and family die from a car bomb or something like that. I don't know.
By the way, Spider-Man.
The artist for the Ultimate Universe issue was Stefano Caselli.
He does a good job. It's solid work. It's very good. Is this a one-off, the Ultimate Universe stuff? Because I was looking at the list, and it seems like we're only getting 1 a month for the next few months. And I don't think we're getting another Ultimate Universe.
I think this is just like the introduction one-shot issue.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because then we get a Spider-Man, X-Men, and then was there a third one?
It's Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yeah, okay, Black Panther. That's right.
Yeah. It goes January, we get Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
February, we get Black Panther. And March, we get X-Men. But there's a little preview of the New Mutant at the end of this issue, setting her up for March.
I'm in, dude. I want to see something different. Right? Yeah. And this is calling my name. I want something different. And I love the same thing as when the original Ultimate Universe started. It's like, okay, here's this new jumping on point, these new number ones, this kind of new universe to kind of grow with and not have too much to kind of tackle. And it was not even that, but it was better written to me than like the Amazing 616 stuff was at the time. Ultimate Spider-Man is one of my favorite books of all time because of how just groundbreaking I felt it was. And it really got me back into Spider-Man because I stopped reading Spider-Man after the Clone Saga.
Oof.
Well, it wasn't so much the Clone Saga that turned me off. It was the whole like MJ having a baby. They're being told it's stillborn, but it was really Norman that kidnapped it. Like that was too heavy for me at like 16, 17, whenever that was.
I like this comment about time Peter gets the spotlight. Miles replaced him in the movie Endgame. LOL. Right?
Well, I mean, apparently that thing is basically off of Donny Cates' Venom, right, Lou? A lot of it is.
So a lot of the third act, they take a lot from Donny Cates' Venom run. A lot from. It's not beat for beat, but they do take a lot from his Venom run.
Heavily inspired by.
Very much so. And
Gwen Stacy, yes, sir. Continue.
I don't want to ruin the game for anybody, but once you get to the end of the game, Peter doesn't die because I know somebody's going to complain. But they set up that whole Miles is taking over the mantle very well once you get towards the end of the game. And I was like, wow, okay, that makes sense because this is what they've been building up now for 3 games. But, you've got people online, the usual suspects. They're like, oh, my God, Miles is never Peter Parker. Miles isn't Spider-Man. And Yeah, there was literally a 2.5-hour movie a few months ago justifying all that, why he is and everything. But yeah, okay.
Well, speaking of that, for reads, I started the Venom run.
Nice.
Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman on here.
Woo-hoo. What do you think?
I'm only a few issues in, maybe like 4 or 5. Dude, it's a good read. Like, it makes you like, I don't want to stop reading it, kind of thing. Like, it really just it's pretty gripping and pretty fun so far, with the whole introduction of Noel and all the retconning or world building that Donny Cates is doing to Venom and the Venom universe, kind of stuff, is really fantastic. Like, that, all that stuff in here, like, wow, what a great job he did. I can see why this made him a superstar, because he did a great job making, not quite a 90s character, but it's always kind of written off as like some lame 90s character, into something powerful and great so far. With just a couple of issues, completely turned the world around for Venom. So far I'm loving it. Speaking of Miles, he's in it, and he has it's like my only complaint about this book so far is Miles is in it for like an issue and a half, if even that. Like, maybe a total of 12 pages between 2 issues, and does nothing. Like, it totally didn't need to be in the book. But it's just interesting because they put him on the cover of the book, or the inside cover.
Yeah.
But no, dude, good call on this. I'm glad I decided to jump on it, because it's really, really good so far. Really good.
Do you think Ryan Stegman has does he have a hint of McFarlane in his art?
Oh, majorly.
Okay.
Majorly. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not the only one that sees that. All right.
Yeah. For me, I didn't haul anything, but I posted a video. If you guys want to check it out on my channel, going over some reads, I'll just show you real quick the books that were featured on that video.
Let's do it.
Stack of books here.
That's all.
I read from friend of the channel, Josh Greathouse, who is in the chat. I did a mini review on his book, Bang, The Ballad of the Tiger. Really cool stuff.
Cool.
Finally talked about it on my channel, even though I talked about it on OMNIBROS. Cat-Eyed Boy, the hardcover. I'm going to throw that off to the side. That's how much I like these books. DRCL. This is the manga adaptation of Dracula.
Cool.
Talked about Suada and the House of Monsters. A lot of fun. If you like Delicious in Dungeon and JRPGs and stuff, you're going to like this one. Here's Toge Oni, which is about ancient times with primal gods and all that stuff. Primordial gods, sorry. Dinosaur Sanctuary, Volume 3. Really wholesome dinosaur series. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 20, with Mommy-chan on the cover. Talked about Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero. This goes beyond the anime that just aired a couple months ago. Here is Valiant Must Die, which is a samurai supernatural story. One of my favorites, Rooster Fighter, Volume 4, with an amazing cover. Love this.
Oh, yeah.
And Sugumi Project, Volume 2. This one is really cool. Let me show you a cool panel here. If I can find it. Nope. Where is it? Hold on. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Look at that.
Nice.
Handsome cock. There you go.
Oh,
Right? A rooster among cranes.
That art is legitimately beautiful, though. He's a
Oh,
great.
absolutely. This has amazing artwork. Every
really good
chapter
at
is
drawing
like,
cocks.
yep. When the demons show up and there's some fighting, it looks amazing as well. Here's a new bad guy. I don't know what her story is yet. This is what I mean. Check out some of the demons that the roosters are fighting. Right there. And this one rooster is pulling off a turbulent strike mega kick. That's awesome. Look at that. straight out of Dragon Ball Z.
That is awesome.
So there you go. That's sort of what I've been reading. If you want to tune in, whoop, sorry, I hit the button while you hit the button. Go check out the video. Manga Geekdom. That's my YouTube handle. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Anything you want to chat about aside from Ultimate Universe, Luke?
No, I mean I haven't been really reading anything else. I think if you'll indulge, the one recommendation that I would have is if you have Shudder, go check out a film called When Evil Lurks. It's
You posted about that on our chat. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the best horror film I've seen this year. It's fucking amazing. It's incredible, but it is brutal. It is vicious.
Is it
vicious
like
movie.
psychological, or it's a slasher? What type of horror are we talking about?
Possession, but it's a virus.
Interesting mix.
Yeah, it's so fucking good, man. It's in Spanish. It's from Argentina. It's on Shudder right now, and this thing kicks ass, man. It's an hour and a half. It doesn't let up, and just go watch it if you don't mind, because it does. It goes for it. Like it does not hold back at all. There's some shit in there where I'm just like, fuck me, man. And I'm pretty desensitized at this point because I see a lot of this shit. And goddamn, go check it out. You'll enjoy it if you're into that type of stuff.
Are you guys watching Loki?
I'm behind, man. I'm
Yeah.
behind. I'm so behind. I want to watch Loki. I saw the first episode. I really enjoyed it. I saw the first episode of Invincible, the new season today.
Okay.
Again, goddamn, Invincible is still such a great show, man. They hit the ground running with this season. That's been good.
Did the animation improve from season 1, or is it around the same?
There's more money. You can tell that there's more money in the budget because it does look a little bit better. But it's there's more money. I'll say that.
That first season was a hit, so yeah.
Yeah, they put more money into it this year.
Been meaning to read Cat Eye Boy. You're gonna love it. I mean, it does show its age with the writing, but I dug it. Let's do previews while we're at it. Let me share my link here for Lunar. Lots of interesting things coming out from DC. Absolute Batman Court of Owls is getting a reprint. If you don't own that, you can now get it. All 11 issues.
It's such a good series.
Greg Capullo artwork, oversized.
That was the peak New 52 book for sure.
Mm-hmm. This did not get a good reception from what I remember. Batman Reptilian. Some people liked it. Other people hated it. I have not read it, so I can't say. But yeah, it's another Black Label book. This time coming out in trade format. What was the other one? We're getting a box set for the DC Icons, which are YA novels, if I remember correctly. That's pretty cool. And a reprint for one of the best DC books, in my honest opinion. New Frontier, deluxe edition hardcover reprint.
It's fantastic.
Seriously.
Perfect comic.
Yeah, go pick this up if you haven't. You have the Absolute?
Yeah.
I have the original printing of this deluxe edition hardcover, and it's easily in my top 10 DC books of all time. I love it. Let's see what else we got over here. A bunch of single issues. That's a weird ass Joker. What the hell? I've seen people that look like this in real life.
Kind of looks like Willem Dafoe.
Stay away from those people, Gio.
Oh yeah. Also, speaking of weird people, the DC manga, we're getting the next wave with Volume 2s. So here is Joker 1 Operation Joker Volume 2, with Joker raising a young Bruce Wayne. Harley makes an appearance as well.
That's such a wild idea.
Yeah.
Definitely worth. I want to pick it up just because that just sold me on it, right?
Yeah. This is Scout or Boom or somebody. I think it's Scout. I don't know. But I talked about this a while ago because they did send me a copy of the first issue too, and I think I reviewed it on this show. This is from Cullen Bunn, which we'll talk about in a bit because he has a bunch of books coming out this week. It's a Cullen Bunn week. We're just living in it. Sandman Universe, Dead Boy Detectives trade paperback, issues 1 through 6.
Is it the name of the writer of that book? Pornsack?
Oh yeah, that's the person that did. Was it Infidel?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Infidel was brilliant. I absolutely love that book.
Hornsag. I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm not gonna even gonna try. But there you go.
Cool.
Also,
Dude, all those Poison Ivy covers are pretty scantily.
I like this one a lot from Otto
Yeah,
Schmidt.
that one's actually pretty nice.
This one is by Deodato Jr. Interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of wild.
Not for me.
David Nakayama. Since
He
this
made
one looks like sci-fi.
he made her bottom heavy.
She's got her own padding when she sits down.
Oh, I skipped this book. Sorry. Kamandi, The Last Boy on Earth, the reprint in trade paperback form. This is volume 2.
Is that a Green Lantern that's a dog?
No, that's just a dog that has a green jumper suit.
Oh, I was about to,
Unfortunately.
yeah, I was gonna be excited.
Let's see. Of course, we are getting Superman hardcover volume 1, Supercore. This collects the first 5 issues by Joshua Williamson with Jamal Campbell on art. Static Up All Night. I think this is a one and done book, right? I don't think this is an ongoing.
It says it's a trade paperback.
Yeah. Okay, so there's no second volume. Okay.
Yeah.
They just can't
And
get Static right for whatever reason.
we are getting a full lineup of Superman reprints, which is pretty cool. If you don't own any of these books, now is a good time to pick them up. We got Superman Brainiac reprint
It's great.
in trade.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
We're getting Superman Ending Battle reprint. And Superman Unchained Deluxe Edition. This was in the New 52 era by Scott Snyder.
Jim Lee.
Jim Lee, Scott Williams. A bunch of cool people working on this book. Also, the second volume of Superman versus Meshi. I think this is out of the DC manga. I think this is the best one. And you're just following Superman.
This is ridiculous.
as he's, going around Japan eating good food while also inviting the Justice League members to try out the snacks and treats from Japan.
Oh yeah, I remember this now. This looks so much fun.
That's volume 2. And Wonder Woman has the Golden Age Omnibus hardcover volume 5, collecting Wonder Woman 35 to 47 and Sensation Comics 90 to 104.
Goodness, that's a lot of Wonder Woman.
That's a lot of Golden Age comic books, man.
That is a lot of bondage, because that's what was going on in that book, folks.
Oh, yeah. From the other publishers, from Boom Studios, we are getting Ghost Lore, which is a second Cullen Bunn book. So we're getting 2 Bunn releases this week. That's pretty cool. This one is what ghost stories do ghosts tell, and what can they tell us about ourselves? After an estranged daughter and her father wander a haunted land, they only have the restless spirits, each with its own story to tell as company along the way. After a deadly accident of which they are the only survivors, Lucas and Harmony can see the dead an overwhelming amount of the deceased, all with their own warnings, cries for help, and malevolence alike. So this is the first, I don't know if it's, volume 1. So the first 4 issues of Ghost Lore. Sounds spooky. Also coming out, Jen Henson's Power of the Dark Crystal Companion Collection. Complete collection. There we go. Sorry. The complete collection of that. Marvel has a bunch of reprints. We are getting Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, Great Responsibility, new printing of that. We are getting Captain America Return of the Winter Soldier Omnibus reprint with the 2 covers. And one that a lot of people are excited for that they can finally grab again, Daredevil by Mark Waid, Omnibus Hardcover Volume 1, new printing with the 2 covers. And just in time, as we are getting the Echo series in January, here is Echo, the Saga of Maya Lopez, trade paperback.
Click on that. What is it? Just like the 8 issues she's ever been in?
This collects Daredevil 9 through 15 and 51 to 55.
So a trade paperback.
Yeah, trade. And very interesting, I guess.
So who's going to be writing the new Echo series when eventually the thing comes out? Want to place take your bets? Who's doing it?
No idea.
Because they're going to do it, especially if it's a hit.
Probably.
Please be a hit.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1, Groot Fall, the first 5 issues.
I have heard very, very interesting things about this book that makes me want to check it out. Just the premise of what's going on in it sounds crazy.
The cover alone is dope. It's like an old spaghetti western movie poster.
Yeah, there's some cool shit that I've heard about this book that I'm like, I need to be reading this because it sounds pretty fun.
If no one's smoking crack and killing people with a dead cat, then I'm not interested in it.
Well, I mean, come on, we can't all be Eisner Award-winning material there, man.
Mighty Marvel Masterworks Fantastic Four Volume 3 for the kids out there. 2 covers for that. And this is pretty cool. We're getting the first trade paperback of the new Planet of the Apes comic series from the 20th Century Studios label.
This is David Walker. David Walker's a great writer.
David Walker, and this has the first 5 issues of that series.
And I like David Walker too. He's a good artist.
Yeah, there was a series a few years ago with IDW, wasn't there, Gio? I've heard that was pretty good.
Yes, they did. Jess talks about the one with the Green Lantern stuff with Planet of the Apes. That was a lot of fun.
That was okay.
So I do want to check this out. Same with the Predator series with the new one.
Predator Wolverine.
Not the Wolverines, just his own series that has the 20th Century Studios logo on it, which is one of the ugliest studio logos, by the way, but whatever.
Yeah, that one's cool. That one's pretty fun.
What about this one?
Planet of the Apes omnibus that they were supposed to be putting out, or did it already come out? That prints the old magazines.
I don't think that's come out. That came out. Green Lantern. Oh, here it is. Presents Planet of the Apes, limited special edition hardcover. It is still available, folks. Get it. Give us what we want. Predator versus Ewoks. That
oh my god, I would pay big dollars for a Predator versus Ewoks.
Yes,
and they wouldn't die right off the bat.
No, it'll be I just want 22 pages of pure slaughter.
Yes,
and not even 22 pages. You know, I want like a 12-issue series of just pure Ewok splatter.
Here's the thing: I think Ewoks they wouldn't win. I don't think they'd go down that easy.
Oh, no, definitely. I think if there were more than one Predator, they would at least take one down and start eating him. And then the other Predators would come in and laser shoot everything, and Ewoks would die.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't count out the Ewoks, Gabe.
No, they're going to get wrecked. It's going to be like the beginning of the first Predator movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the other mercenaries go to that little town and just blow everybody apart. It's going to be like every John Wick film ever.
Don't count them out.
Speaking of Star Wars, Scoundrels, Rebels, and the Empire trade paperback. This collects Return of the Jedi, Jabba's Palace, Ewoks, Lando, the Empire, the Rebellion, and Max Rebo. Celebrating the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Well, that explains it. And like, allow me to be petty, but you wasted so much money putting that out, but yet we can't have any Inhuman stuff in omnibus format because it's not going to sell well.
Yeah.
Getting
What does he
tired of
mean
that.
by flopped? Like it didn't
I
sell out?
don't think it sold well.
Oh, because I think it was really expensive or something, but whatever.
Yeah, it should have been a deluxe
I need to check it
oversized
out.
hardcover and like $75, honestly.
Sure.
But I get it. They reprinted the artwork and remastered, blah blah blah. Like, okay, whatever.
Oh, it takes so
also-
hard to get some intern to do some scans. Darn.
Also coming out is Warlock Rebirth trade paperback, collecting those 5 issues. And X-Men, X-Verse, X-Women, Triple X. Lots of X. From Dynamite, we got
Whoa.
a new cover right there. I can't highlight it because, you know what? On the manga show, we showed some gore and we got demonetized. So I can't highlight that because we're going to get claimed or demonetized as well. So
Wow.
that was your only look at what the hell was it? Let me scroll up. Karma, Michael something. Rare cover edition. Sorry. This isn't that type of show. The manga stuff we covered on the Thursday shows. If you want to tune in for that, we went over all the November releases last week. Riley and I.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog out real quick.
Let's see. 90s for Babies, totally rad counting board. Sorry. Animal Rescue. Nobody cares about this. Cool. Sure, why not? Let's see. There are some image books here, but I can't find them. Cyberpunk, the library edition hardcover volume 1. That's pretty cool. A lot of people are excited for that one. That is a deluxe book. Complete American Gods trade paperback from Dark Horse. We are also getting in the chat they were asking about Dungeons and Dragons, so here's a new one. Dungeons and Dragons Saturday Morning Adventures. Probably not as epic as they would have liked, but still, D&D book. We got from Titan Comics a Doctor Who book, Once Upon a Time Lord. Fanographics, EC Fan Addict.
Yeah, this is cool. This is like a fan magazine for EC Comics. I didn't know they had this.
112-page full-color issue. Wow.
Yeah, this is awesome. I think I want it bad.
Nice. Look at that. Felix the Cat has a comic. That's cool. I did not know that. Good for him.
I don't appreciate him looking at me like that. Stupid cat.
Dark Horse has Flying Ship Volume 1. Cool. Cool. Godzilla book from IDW. This is Rivals Volume 2. These are a bunch of one-shot issues of fights between the kaiju monsters. And obviously the trade just collects everything together. I'm not a huge fan of this series, of the Rivals series, but it's cool nonetheless. Here's the Hellsing book that I talked about. Kota Hirano's Hellsing returns with the revised translation and new graphic design. So it's like the deluxe hardcovers, just in the original tankobon size books, the small ones. So if you like the big art, get the deluxe hardcovers. Holiday books holiday house books. Okay, cool, whatever. Secret Acres. I am only a foreigner because you do not understand. Interesting. Here's that Lamentation book from Cullen Bunn. This is by OMNIBROS.
$20 for a trade's not bad.
This is the full series. I think it was 3 deluxe issues. More manga. Magical history tour about the Great Pyramid. Macanudo. I don't know in what language this is supposed to be, but that is from Fantagraphics. And Humanoids, Mark Twain's The Man That Corrupted Hadleyburg. Probably butchered that. Sorry. Don't care, though.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Life's too short to care about these things on obscure books. Let's see. Where's that Image book? No, that's... Oh, here it is. Noctera, Volume 3. There we go. That's a big Image book coming out. And this is exciting. It's a manga, but whatever. I am getting this. Osamu Tezuka's 100 Tales. We don't get a lot of Tezuka books lately, so I'm excited to get this. Pulp Bites from Scout Comics, Volume 1. We are also getting School for Extraterrestrial Girls hardcover Volume 1 from Paper Cuts. In chat, if you guys want a cool action manga based on video games, Shangri-La Frontier is a lot of fun. I've been enjoying this series, so I do recommend it. It's about a gamer playing like the biggest VR game that's out there, and you follow the adventures inside and all that stuff, like a JRPG. Silver Age Classics Gorgo hardcover Volume 3. And you got the softy editions here for Cave Girl. Hardcover, slipcase, and regular edition, I guess. Golgo has soft covers and slipcase editions. Sonic, we're getting the Comic Art Collection Volume 1. I think this is like an art book or something. Or like an artist tribute. What is this?
I think it's a coloring book, maybe.
That's a cool cover. Sure. Now's your chance to go behind the scenes and see how all that wonderful art is created.
Oh, that's cool.
Inks and final colors. Nice. Man,
that's actually kind of neat. I like that kind of stuff. Process.
I would get this. I'm gonna. Hopefully, it doesn't sell, and I can add it to my wish list so I can order it later. This is Knuckles' Greatest Hits, but this is just from, excuse me, from the IDW, the new stuff for Sonic, not the Archie stuff. Let me show the cover for that. You can see here. It collects Sonic issue number 3, number 10, number 11, free comic book day issue, and a story from the annual. If he likes Knuckles, that's the book for you. Dark Horse also has a book coming out called Space Job Trade. There is the Sky Art of Final Fantasy box set, 2nd edition. I know our friend Omar put out a video on this. If you guys want to check that out. Unboxing, I guess. I don't know. TMNT Last Ronin, The Lost Years hardcover. So
they were pumping out his miniseries as soon as that first one hit.
Yep.
They're milking this series. We're also getting the video game.
They were very much trying to milk this series.
This collects the 5-issue series and the Lost Day special. Sure. Image has World Tree Volume 1. Cool. And that's about it.
Cool.
It's mostly a reprint release day tomorrow and Cullen Bunn books.
Yeah, Cullen Bunn is going to be paying off his Christmas presents with this week.
Oh, I forgot to highlight this. Kill Cella from Scout Comics and Inside the Mind of Sherlock Holmes hardcover from Titan Comics.
That's a lot of drugs.
So definitely be on the lookout for these books when they drop tomorrow. Oh, the new
Go back.
I can't
Give the people what they want.
I mean, the only thing I can do is just scroll by real quick like
Stop.
that. Like, that's it. That's all you get. There you go. When these books drop tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time, you got to visit InStockTrades.com for all that cool stuff. Your home for all things collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more for great deals that range from 42 to 50, sometimes even 60% off. Free shipping on orders of $50 or more in the U.S. Loyalty discounts add an extra 2% to your order if you make them on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, fantastic customer service, only at our sponsor's website. That is InStockTrades.com, official sponsor of OmniBros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. So there you go. Shout out to InStock Trades.
Lou, are you doing the Venom reading yet? Did you get back to that?
We'll be starting it this week. Now that I know that we're definitely going to be doing it. So yeah, I'm going to be jumping on that. I'll download the issues tonight onto my tablet.
Everybody out there, join us. You too, Gio.
Sure.
Read Venom with us.
We will try. Dynamite just went straight nipples. Yes. But I don't know if we're going to get in trouble because apparently that's a sin to show that on YouTube. You can show violence. That's okay. Somebody punching somebody else in the face, that's fine. Don't worry about it. If you show a nipple, you're in trouble. You're in trouble for sure. InStock would show the nipple cover probably. They're cool like that, you know.
Yes, they would.
Have you guys been watching Gen V? Is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm. I saw the first 3. I need to finish it. There's a lot of stuff that I'm just like, I need to find the time to finish shit because I'm just so, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. If you want to see look at that, James, my man, there you go. Click on that link and you'll see the nakedness, you know. This is what we need, Jess. He missed a fantastic show. We talked about Venom. We talked about Planet of the Apes and naked boobies on stream, and he wasn't here.
Guys, I'm gonna bow out real quick. I gotta get going. Okay.
Well, I'm ready to go too. If you guys are at this point.
Okay, give me 3 minutes to close this off. Thank you to our wonderful sponsor. Thank you. We love Petty Geo. Thank you so much. Thank you to the chat. You guys are great. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for watching. If you're watching later, let us know in the comment section what you thought and which books are you excited for tomorrow from InStock Trades. Gabe, where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us?
Instagram is Gabe Loves 90s Comics, and on TikTok is Unstable Molecules. So
nice.
Hang out there.
Comics Guide, where can people find you when you're not here with us?
I mean, you can find a bunch of old videos at Comics Guide 101 on YouTube. Outside of that, I'm not really active in anything else other than my private Instagram.
There you go. And for me, I talked about it earlier, but I'll say it one more time just in case. Manga Geekdom, my channel. It's all about the manga that I'm reading and reviewing and all that stuff. So subscribe if you can. Thank you to everybody. Next Imaginaut, you had a very interesting conversation with Psycho Cleveland. That was awesome. I enjoyed watching the two of you go back and forth. That was great. So thank you, everybody. We'll be back on Wednesday for another installment, and then on Thursday for a very special manga episode. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be wild. So thank you, everybody, once again. Good night. God bless. Stay safe out there. Catch you on